Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 6 of the 2000 series Ultimate Spider-Man. Now as you know, Ultimate Spider-Man, much like Ultimate X-Men, The Ultimates, as well as Fantastic Four, was meant to be the 2000s version of the Marvel Universe, but done in a clean slate in a different continuity. I know we had the whole 2024 or 3 new Ultimate Marvel stuff, so I decided to go back on some of the older Ultimate stuff to give my thoughts on it. And we're now on issue 6, which has Ultimate Spider-Man looking from his eye with the Ultimate Green Goblin wearing his purple cloak. And the story mainly starts off with Jameson talking about all of their competitors about the whole Spider-Man stories, and him saying, "And what Drew did the Daily Bugle decide to run this morning? Some fat cat's house catches on fire. It's a crap story." And of course, they decide they want to do Spider-Man. And we do kind of see how he wonders who this Spider-Man is, where he comes from, and where did he go, and tasks Urich to do the job. And if you don't know who Ben Urich is, he's a character that is associated with Daredevil, but we see him say, "But Jonah, I'm working on... The Kingpin can wait to have his big fat head butt handed to him by you another day, Ben." And of course, decides to kind of find out who this Spider-Man is, hero, villain, or crook. And meanwhile, we see how Ultimate Peter has finally developed his web shooters and the ways to kind of use them thanks to his dad's research. And of course, finds a way to make it more elastical. And we see how Aunt May even says about Peter getting some sleep, but of course Peter's too excited. And the next day, Peter's pretty much zoomed out, and we see his teacher saying, "Parker! I swear to God, sorry, that's 2 desks you've demolished this in a week." And we see how, Peter points out that he's basically quit the sort of basketball team. And we see how, class is finished, and we see how, Con and Ultimate Flash confront Peter about leaving the team. And this is where Con goes a bit too far, digging up Uncle Ben's death, leaving for Peter to call him out. And we do see Ultimate Harry return back to school, and Ultimate MJ and Harry happy to see him back, and worried about what happened to his parents. So of course they see a giant explosion happening, and of course everyone basically flees and tries to kind of get out of the building. And this is where, the school basically gets nachoed, and everyone's wondering what's going on, and even Ultimate MJ asks, "Where's Peter?" And we see how Ultimate Harry says, "Somebody help me, he's here!" "Harry, who?" And we see Ultimate Peter now as Ultimate Spider-Man, with his iconic Spider-Man logo, and I like how Kenny just says, "Dude, seriously, if he blew up our school, he is totally my hero." I like how he thinks, I'm gonna worship this guy. And of course, we see how Ultimate Peter points out how he managed to sneak in, get into the bathroom, but realizes that, since he got bitten by the spider, and if he got into the school, obviously, someone smart enough will put 2 and 2 together. So of course, quickly has to make a break for it, go outside to change. And of course, manages to make it like his big entrance without anyone getting too suspicious. And as soon as Ultimate Peter gets in, he comes face to face with the Ultimate Green Goblin. Now, I know in later appearances, Ultimate Green Goblin would have more of a green appearance, losing the purple cloak. And again, this does imply that the Oz formula might have evolved him over time, turning him to his secondary evolution. And this is where we see how Peter tries to kind of jokingly talk with the Ultimate Green Goblin, avoiding his firebombs. And we see how Ultimate Peter says, "I hope you don't think I'm going to help you clean up this mess. because you are on your own. And of course, we see how he tries to kind of take him out. We kind of see how each blow is flown. But of course, Ultimate Green Goblin holds him tight, throws him right into the ground, up into the sky. And we see him saying, Parker! Parker! Who are you? And yeah, ending the story. So I think my thoughts on issue 6 is readable, but it feels like I don't think they should have rushed Oming Green Goblin too quickly. I think it's like I say, if you're going to build up this big, iconic villain, or make them this believable threat for the hero to face, you want to sort of build them up until near the end of the story, or have them in the middle. Something I think, obviously, yeah, a Spectacular Spider-Man did with Eddie Brock for Season 1. Something I think Ultimate Spider-Man did with Green Goblin for near the end of Season 1. And something I think the Arrowverse did better with Eobard Thawne, or basically Professor Zoom. I feel like there was an intention to put in Ultimate Green Goblin later, and not throwing him as the first iconic villain. As I feel like, yeah, Green Goblin should always be built up before setting him up to be the first villain. Something I think a lot of professional writers know what to do. So this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still readable. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.